Welcome to Geekdom Movies, everyone. We just walked out of Birds of Prey. Wow, really fun movie. Really excited to talk to you guys about it and with you about it. First, we want to just say, go to our Patreon page, go to our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, all of our social media accounts, your social media accounts, and get the word out there about us and drop a couple bucks on Patreon so we can keep making these movies. And then as we're talking, go ahead and drop comments down below. We want to hear what you have to say. We do read the comments and we look forward to those. All right, guys, so we just walked out of Birds of Prey.
Did we walk out, really?
And I just... we waited until all the way after the credits, which we'll get to later. No spoilers.
Yeah, we'll do the non-spoiler, and then we can do the spoiler in just one video.
Okay, so this will be our non-spoiler video.
Yeah.
Before we start this review, I have to say really quick, I drove an hour and a half to get here today, even though it's only a few miles away, because we live in effing Michigan, and the snow was crazy, and the roads were bad, and my phone died, and I had a minor emergency this morning, so I had to run out of the house without my ID or my wallet. So when I got here, after an hour and a half of driving through nonstop blizzard with
Oh my gosh,
terrible traffic, I got here with my dead phone and no ID, and they wouldn't let me into the theater to see the movie. So I had to talk the bartender into charging my phone for me, talk to a manager who was mean to me and said he wouldn't let me in the theater without paying for a ticket. And then I had to finally, when my phone charged,
though you still paid for a ticket.
Fahad,
yeah.
text Fahad, who in the middle of the movie ran out of the movie and paid for me to get a ticket and then ran back in, all the while the manager not being helpful at all. So I missed the first 10 minutes, which they said were really good.
I mean, I think you only missed a few minutes, honestly. I don't think you even missed 10.
I missed like 5.
Maybe 5.
Okay, the point of my rambling story is that I'm so glad this was a good movie, because if I had done all of that for a bad movie, I would have been so upset.
Yeah, I mean, I usually it only takes me, 10 minutes to get here, because my apartment area is not that far.
It shouldn't have taken me that. It should have been 20 minutes.
Yeah, it took me 25 minutes to get here because everybody was doing 30,
30,
35 because of the snow.
Yeah, on the highways.
Yeah, George, I think you were running late too.
I was running late. I actually got here only 3 minutes later than normal, just because I drive like crazy.
The funny thing is, you walked in right when the title sequence started, so you were like, you missed all the previews, you missed all the other stuff, and you walked right in. So you got very lucky.
I had to get my nachos. I had to get my nachos.
You do love those nachos, but yeah. What did you think of the movie, Shannon?
I enjoyed this, and let me start by saying that I hated Suicide Squad. I didn't even finish Suicide Squad. I got halfway through it, and I was like, this is so boring and so over the top. I can't stand it.
This movie's over the top.
And I don't mind over the top, but Suicide Squad was just like terrible over the top. And this movie redeems all of that, just takes it right back.
Though I do love me some Will Smith. Me and George are talking about this. Deadshot.
I already forgot Will Smith was even in that movie. Jeez, that's how.
Well, she never finished it. I actually really enjoyed Suicide Squad because I think Batman versus Superman and Man of Steel are very serious films, and I liked Suicide Squad because it was like a change in like tone, and then. You thought Batman and Superman were serious? Go watch Joker, like the most depressing, serious film of all time.
Yes. And DC has a really big tone problem right now because Wonder Woman and Birds of Steel or Birds of Prey, whatever it is.
The Birds of Steel.
That wouldn't make sense because they can't fly.
Oh man.
Batman, DC,
Bird.
They all do not feel like they fit in the same universe.
Well, Wonder Woman and Aquaman are still in the same universe as this movie and Suicide Squad.
Yeah, but they don't feel like the same universe. They don't have the same tone. Any Marvel movie,
so true.
You know you're watching a Marvel
because
movie
of the tone, and that's true.
This doesn't feel that way.
I do believe that you can have something as really goofy like Guardians of the Galaxy, but you can have something very serious like a Captain America movie, because Captain America tone difference is very different from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not as much as Suicide Squad versus Man of Steel, though.
That's true.
Not
That's
as
true.
Much.
And you have to, if you're going to take bad guys who are just kind of going to do the right thing, but they're still crazy, you kind of have to have that. You can't really, because even Guardians, they're criminals at the end of the day. They're not good people when the movie starts out.
Kind of.
No, they are. They are.
They're space pirates.
Yeah.
I think it's a little different to have space pirates who go around saving the galaxy versus an actual criminal who goes around stealing diamonds for fun. And
no, they're all murderers. They've admitted that. The Guardians Guardians
kill the bad guys, whereas in this
No. What I'm saying is, before that, they're all criminals for killing innocent. And
but they're not showing that in the movie.
No. And that's why this movie, I feel like, is the same, because like they're all, well, Harley Quinn is really the one that's a criminal and a murderer.
The bad one who's not redeemable.
Yeah, and well, she is redeemable in my eyes, but you know.
See, I really wanted her to be redeemed at the end of the movie and like change and become better.
No.
That's what I wanted, not knowing that character.
No, I would have given the middle finger and walked out, because Harley Quinn is kind of Joker's pet. She's not as evil as the Joker in the comics and in the cartoons from the 90s, and even there's a new cartoon. She's kind of just a cartoon character, and I like what Margot Robbie, she's still a cartoon. Like Margot Robbie is still,
she did a great job with that.
Right, but like I do like the humanity. There's enough humanity where you can root for her in this movie without completely changing her character. Like Huntress and Black Canary in the comics are good guys all the time. They're never gonna do what Harley Quinn does, and that's why she leaves, because Birds of Prey are bad character. Birds of Prey are those girls in the comics. She's not one of them. In fact, she's majority of the time fighting them in the comics, and they're trying to stop her. So what they did here was kind of like, they kind of just have to work together, and she does enough where she's not going to go out of her way to do the wrong thing, and she's still struggling with that. But at the same time, like, I thought the ending was great without any spoilers. Like, she's gonna go back to the criminal world in some way, shape, or form.
Oh yeah.
And I love that. I love that we can have a movie like this. I kind of wish this was more Suicide Squad than
yeah.
You know, this is what the tone should have been for Suicide Squad.
It should have been, and it wasn't.
And it wasn't, because there's, again, like, Suicide Squad was parts way too serious, and it's not. It's not goofy or weird. They're trying to be goofy and weird, but they're also being way too serious, so you're not really getting all of that. Will Smith played a very serious character in that movie, as Deadshot, because he's like, I gotta get out of jail and I gotta go be with my daughter, and he's playing a very serious role. Margot Robbie is a cartoon character, and there's like a couple other guys, but it's like half cartoon like Margot Robbie, and the other, or Harley Quinn, and the other half are like Will Smith, where they're just like, I'm a criminal.
Did you guys ever watch My Little Pony, the new one, the one with all the bronies and everything?
Oh gosh, no.
No.
Okay. So I know some of our audience has. So her character reminded me of like Pinkie Pie the entire time.
Yeah.
Where it's like that
I don't
know. ADD nonsense.
Yeah, but or like Lego
That's
Movie.
The best part.
Yeah.
For me, this is like by far the best. This is what Joker should have been in my eyes.
Yes, absolutely.
Or kind of like, for me, or like, Guardians. Guardians are like kind of villains in the comics for Marvel before they became good. I really like the setting for this movie, and I kind of want more of this. Like, more Harley Quinn, more Birds of Prey, where like they find, like how they had to work together and make a team. I feel like the next movie should set up like them having to work with Harley again, but she's not part of, like Deadpool. This movie is I got the perfect example. This movie is Deadpool for girls, and it's Kill Bill Volume 1 combined. It is a revenge story like Kill Bill, and it's a goofy, cartoon, weird, out there movie like Deadpool. Same action, same style of humor, same style of storytelling.
Where's Deadpool 3?
It's coming.
I haven't actually seen Deadpool.
I love
Deadpool.
Free Guy is coming out.
Free Guy does look good, because Deadpool is not an X-Men. He's not a superhero. He doesn't work with the Avengers.
He's an X-Men in a way.
In a way, but most of the time he's a mercenary like Harley Quinn. Yep. He goes and he'll do the job. He'll kill bad guys. He'll kill good guys as long as he makes money. And he's like an anti-hero like this movie. And I think this is a great Deadpool movie for the DC cinematic universe. I feel like, Batman will never do anything wrong, and he'll never make the wrong choice. Superman will never. Wonder Woman will never.
No.
But here, Harley Quinn will make those decisions if she can do the crime. She's like, honestly, I think they should make a Catwoman movie like this because Catwoman,
Yes.
Yeah.
even though
Oh
she's
my
a
gosh,
criminal,
Poison Ivy.
well, no, Poison Ivy. I can't see that.
that would-
Only Catwoman. I can only see this for Catwoman because she's a burglar. She's a thief. She works with the mob in Gotham, but she can also do the right thing.
You know what I could see though? I could see Poison Ivy with another Harley Quinn in a future movie. That would be sweet.
Put
Yeah.
them all together. Put Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and
Now
all of
that's.
them
I mean,
together.
Catwoman is gonna be in the next Batman. They've actually made it official now. So, I'm
Good.
excited to see what that looks like.
Who's
But
playing
now.
Catwoman? Have they figured
Gosh,
out yet?
I read the actress name on my phone like literally yesterday.
Wasn't it Halle Berry that did it in the 90s?
And then Michelle Pfeiffer, and then Anne Hathaway in the Dark
Yeah,
Knight trilogy.
Anne Hathaway
So we've
was
had three
amazing.
live action. Yeah, Anne Hathaway I think is my favorite.
Yeah.
But Michelle Pfeiffer was really good. Halle Berry, oh god, like I don't want to ever relive that experience.
Was
Or
that
Batman
bad?
and Robin. It's really bad.
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
But I just think that, okay, first of all, this movie has solidified one thing in the DC comic universe. Heath Ledger was the perfect Joker.
Yeah,
He was.
Like,
there's no joke. There's no
There's
joke.
no joke
You're not
about that.
joking.
right. And then, nobody can play Iron Man. Nobody can play Iron Man except for Robert Downey Jr. He is Iron Man.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
after this
Shouldn't even
movie,
try.
I can officially say Margot Robbie is,
She is Harley
living,
Quinn.
breathing
Yes.
Harley Quinn. Like,
Yep.
yeah, the costume is not accurate to the comics and the cartoon. I get that. But the character is... Oh, sorry. I should also say Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. Just to put that on the list. Like, these are the people that
Oh,
should
yeah.
never be replaced in my eyes because they're
Right.
so perfect in their roles. And here we have the first woman that solidifies who Harley Quinn is. I really, like, after many movies, I'm sure they'll do like 5 or 10 Harley Quinn movies at this point.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, I think we're gonna get to a point where they're gonna have to stop after Margot Robbie is done because there's no way. And I mean, she is so good.
I know. I love Margot Robbie. I've
Like
been
her-
saying this for months, you guys.
And you knew because she was so serious. This is her second movie producing, and she made this movie. She made I, Tonya. She made this
Yes,
movie.
and I, Tonya is amazing. So when everybody was texting me saying, I can't believe Birds of Prey actually got 84%, I was like, I'm not surprised at all because the first time she ever produced and starred in a movie, it became my favorite movie of all time, which I've now seen 11 times.
Yeah.
And I don't watch movies twice. I review them. So I watch them and then I move to the next one. But I've seen I, Tonya 11 times. And now this movie, she did the same thing where she just became and embodied this character.
Yeah. Warner Brothers wanted to do just a Harley Quinn movie, and she was the one to read the comics and really learn all the material
She
to
locked
say
herself in her bedroom and read all the material.
something like that in a hotel.
That's
She
what
just
people are
spent
saying.
day just reading comics.
Yeah.
She was the one who said, no, we're gonna have a girl power type of movie with Birds of Prey, introducing them. That's a huge responsibility on her shoulders. Not only is she doing Harley Quinn, she's trying to get all these other characters from the comics, like you were saying, Black Canary, Huntress. I forgot the cop's name. I know she's in the comics, but she works with
can't
Birds
remember.
of Prey. She's like an ex-cop.
Was that Awkwafina playing the good cop?
I don't know if that was Awkwafina, but I recognized her face.
She looked really familiar.
Yeah.
Is she in Crazy Rich Asians?
She is.
Okay, yeah, she had to have been.
Yeah. So for me, this movie is I won't be shocked. I will probably end up saying this is the most original, fun comic book movie I've seen all year. I'm not, but again, this year's kind of sucks for movies. We're getting Wonder Woman 2, which looks great. We're getting Black Widow, that looks, I don't know, it looks like Black Widow prequel. We're getting Eternals.
Scarlett Johansson.
We're getting Eternals, and I don't know what that's gonna be like.
I'm excited about it because it's so random.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're not getting a lot of crazy, amazing, Endgame, type of movies this year. Besides, we're getting, side characters who are getting their own superhero movies. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. And I just think that this movie deserves attention because I really think Margot Robbie is a star.
Oh,
she should be as... I mean, like, I've seen her.
You were not saying this before you saw this movie, because you said in our last episode that you didn't think she was that great of an actress.
No, I said the parts that she was given in Once Upon a Time in Bombshell, she was a side character that was not given the ability to perform as an actress.
You haven't seen I, Tonya.
I have not, but
all about her.
But I've seen her in other movies, and I think she's wonderful.
Yeah, she was great in Suicide Squad.
And she was great in Suicide Squad. I love the part where she's walking. She's like, oh, like, okay, so are we the good guys now? And they're like, yeah, we're the good guys. Like, we're going to go stop the bad guys. Like, okay. And she's walking by the mall or like some like outdoor.
Oh, yeah.
And she breaks the glass and starts taking the purse and the bat. So like, what?
That was so funny. Actually, that was a part of the beginning of this movie that was so good.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
Oh my god, there's a really funny joke about a breakfast sandwich that plays out throughout the movie.
Oh, you guys were dying at that. I didn't think it was that.
Oh, you got to see how it's built up. That's why.
I think you missed the other. Yeah,
it's built up to
you
be
missed
a
the 10
phenomenal breakfast.
Yeah.
I missed the whole. Thing.
And I did not see this part coming, but there was this moment where she had this little girl with her and she was struggling to like be a good friend and like really do the right thing, or should I just hand her over to the bad guys?
I wanted that to go farther.
I mean, we did get it farther because they did end up together. She did work her ass off at the end of the movie well, no spoilers, but yeah, like I mean
obviously that's what that's not even a spoiler.
Yeah. I just think that there is a humanity, like a human side to her that was really shown more in this movie than there ever was in Suicide Squad. And I just believe, and oh my God, we haven't even got to the best part. Ewan McGregor is so good in this movie.
What a freaking national treasure.
I know. He's perfect as Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's perfect in Doctor Sleep as the older Danny from The Shining. And he's just so good in this movie that I cannot...
And he was the best part of Cats. No joke.
He was in Cats?
Yeah, he was the best part of Cats.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Really?
I didn't know he was
in
it.
He's only in it for one song, but he's good.
Well, now I'm excited to see Cats.
Now, now we got to see it.
I know. But he was in, what's that, Moulin Rouge. He was in Moulin Rouge.
I love Moulin Rouge.
He had the best... He had one of the best songs in Moulin Rouge, in my opinion. And he has one of the
best songs in Cats.
Well, that doesn't shock me at all, because Ewan McGregor...
was he in Christopher Robin's?
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, you should see it. If you like, if you grew up with Winnie the Pooh,
I didn't really.
Or if you, even if you didn't, I really like that movie about this older kid who grew up with Winnie the Pooh and the stuff. It's good.
It was cute.
But yeah, we're gonna go into spoilers. I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna rate this like go see it in theaters.
Agreed.
Whatever that means, like 9 out of 10. Like... I don't know, but I'm just saying that's how I'm gonna do my reviews. Go see it in theaters.
Yeah, but I don't think it's for kids because it does.
It's rated R. Of course, it's not for kids.
I'm saying this because I coached gymnastics with 11 to 12-year-old girls was my age group, and all of those little girls idolized Harley Quinn. A lot of them saw the first movie. I don't know why their parents let them see it. Suicide Squad. Hello, it has.
How old are they?
10 to 12-year-old girls.
Oh yeah, of course they're gonna see it.
They like idolized Harley Quinn. I don't think it was appropriate for them because Harley Quinn is an anti-hero. You need to have the maturity to understand the difference between good and evil.
I think teenagers. I mean, like I wouldn't.
And absolutely loving and dressing up as Harley Quinn for Halloween because you love her and she's the best, and you don't understand yet the difference between being a good guy and a bad guy.
Suicide Squad was rated PG-13, so 12, 13, 10 is a good age for PG-13 movies.
I don't know that my little
Suicide Squad wasn't as
it was not even close.
Wasn't as
I didn't finish it
deep as this one was.
Yeah,
in certain aspects.
I think they'll be just fine. I don't think. I mean, I honestly think 12-year-olds can watch the Deadpool movie. They're not gonna freak out. Like, I'm not gonna take them to go see a rated R It movie or, Color Out of Space or anything. But this is completely fine. I think it is. I think they'll be just, I think you're, okay. So.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but that's just my point. You have the right to say
on your
what.
Kids.
Yeah.
But definitely by like 15. Yeah, go see it.
Right.
Yeah.
And so what I'm going to say is go check it out. You're going to have a great time. Don't take anyone too young, but don't take anyone,
too old.
Too old. I'm like, that doesn't work. Anybody who's just not really into, I mean, like there's a sensitivity. If all your kids do at 8 and 10 is watch My Little Pony and Sesame Street,
oh gosh,
then probably not. But I don't think anybody does. But if that's what your thing is, and that's what you do,
I was only allowed to watch at 8. Is Barney.
That sounds horrible.
The Disney Channel, then there might be a problem.
Yeah, like if all they're watching is Cartoon Network and the Disney Channel, Nickelodeon,
then no.
Then probably not.
That's the kids that I'm picturing in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Like impressionable, young, sweet,
and,
I can understand
little
that.
girls.
And I feel really bad for those kids because that sounds like torture.
It is. It is. Let me tell you how many episodes of Arthur I watched. Okay?
Oh no! Gosh,
Let me tell you how many times I've seen Little Bear. You don't even want to know.
Okay. Okay. Well, okay. The action is great. We're gonna close this non-spoiler review off, and then look out for our spoiler review, which we'll post in a few days. What I'm gonna say is, great fun movie. Margot Robbie killed it. Way better than Suicide Squad. I didn't even know I wanted this movie, and I still got it, which is just awesome to hear.
I didn't think I wanted a sequel to Suicide Squad, but who knew?
But I wanted a sequel to this movie.
I do. I was like, at the end, I was like, oh, they're setting up a third.
A sex?
They're setting up a sequel, a second. I was gonna say a second.
I know, this is the funniest mix-up. I'm like, they're making a porn movie out of it? Like, what are you doing?
So, I mean, there probably is one out there, I'm sure.
Oh, this is... if I don't put this up, this is gonna be in our bloopers for sure.
In our blooper reel.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so for me, go check it out. You're gonna have a great time. Don't judge it from Suicide Squad. What do you guys got?
Watch it in theaters.
Watch it in theaters. And then Shannon, I think you explained it.
Theaters, if you're really into superhero movies, Netflix.